Hello and welcome back to TechnoSurgeon YouTube channel. So regarding DRAM pricing increase, a Sapphire representative predicts that the DRAM prices will begin to stabilize in the next 6 to 8 months, but it may not be the price we want. GPU vendors may say memory crisis similar to tariff uncertainty. So yeah, the Sapphire representative was asked a question on hardware unbox and he said that GPU pricing or DRAM pricing will be stabilized in next 6 to 8 months. He is just predicting it, but if it will become a new pricing basically. But yeah, if you want a piece GPU, maybe it's best to wait for a very long time if you can, or if you want it urgently, just do it right now. Next up, we already knew Zluda, which is for CUDA or non-NVIDIA GPUs has enabled support for AMD's ROCm 7 support. The thing is, CUDA is the only software architecture or software suite which is focused on AI. That's why NVIDIA had a monopoly on it, but ROCm 7 is able to do something which is pretty interesting, because ROCm 6 was a substantial step up in making an AI suite working on 3D on GPUs, and now ROCm 7 was able to take it with substantial gains. CUDA is still the king, but CUDA's dominance might be in danger because of ROCm 7 and maybe ROCm 8, which AMD will be iteratively working on. And this is huge, as Zluda for CUDA has began support for ROCm 7 also on non-NVIDIA GPUs, which is pretty huge news. And this will change the monopoly, as Microsoft has developed toolkits to convert CUDA models to AMD ROCm so they can run on MI300X. There has been a significant increase in inquiries regarding the MI400 and 450X roadmap, and Microsoft is working closely with AMD to maximize performance. And if this works out as it is intended, then it will be not the end of NVIDIA, but it will be a direct competition to NVIDIA and CUDA, which is a huge thing. And also along with it, startup finds AMD's AI chips less competitive than NVIDIA's GPU, internal document shows. But the thing is, Amazon is counting in on its in-house AI to fuel its next phase of profitable growth. They are also working on Trainium 2 chips, and it is still underperformed than NVIDIA's H100 GPUs on latency, but it is still in-house and they're working on their own infrastructure, along with it their own software SKUs. And it says that the Amazon spokesperson has said that it is grateful for customer feedback, and according to them, this new software SKU has given them not leverage, but at the same time it is said that the performance uplift from the previous software SKU is pretty huge. And also along with it, we also got some news regarding Zluda, as this tool claims to run the de facto CUDA code on non-NVIDIA GPUs, and a major upgrade now adds support for AMD's ROCm 7. And since it's giving the support for ROCm 7, there will be substantial uplift and there will be not monopoly of a single GPU in AI SKUs. And AMD, I already made a video where AMD was planning to go with Intel, but also AMD is allegedly sizing up Samsung's new 2nm node as an alternative to TSMC's N2 silicon for its next gen chip. Epic will still go with TSMC's 2nm, but AMD is rumored to talk with Samsung for their 2nm process, maybe for their Ryzen processors. But this might be the case because TSMC's 2nm node is pretty expensive. For single wafer it costs 40 grand or 45 grand. And also along with it, there is something which is like AI. TSMC is supporting major AI companies, and that's why they are over capacity at this current point of time. Maybe that's why they are not able to make chips, or they are not able to allocate major things to AMD. That's why they are going with Samsung, but we need competition in this SKU also. As you can see, AMD is in talks with Samsung is in talks with AMD to supply 2nm chips, potentially for EPYC managed GPUs, as the foundry emerges as a serious TSMC challenges. Yes, Samsung is good, but Samsung has its own issue where it majorly doesn't have that much power behind it or performance out of it, but AMD is evaluating it at this current point of time, and the two companies is planned to finalize the contract around January of next year after evaluating whether the process can actually achieve the performance level AMD demands. However, the industry believes that production is likely. Lastly, we also got some major news regarding Ryzen 7 9850X3D, as it has been confirmed as Ryzen 7 9850X3D appears at retailers with early pricing above 9800X3D. As you can see on the screen here, 9850X3D has been spotted on two of the retailers, and we got some major details. It is 8 cores Zen 5.6 GHz boost clock, which is higher than 9800X3D by 400 MHz, which is interesting. 96 MB of L3 cache and with 3dB cache and 120 watt TDP. The pricing we still don't know, but it will be a little bit higher than 9800X3D. But yeah, that's it from me today. What do you think about the news? Sound of your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I'll meet you in the next one. Peace out.